just talk about this bright green? And my swatches I do on just bare skin. Not an actual bear, I do them on my own arm. This is getting awkward. Gourmande girls are coming out with a new palette and they have very kindly sent it to me. It is the Calavera palette and it looks stunning, so grab a drink. Now this palette is based on the Day of the Dead, and Christina, the owner of Gourmande Girls, has put on Instagram that Calavera, or skull, in the context of Day of the Dead can refer to any artistic representations of skulls or skeletons or gifts or sugary treats called sugar skulls. And when I opened this and actually saw it in person, I mean, it is so stunning. It doesn't do it justice on camera and pictures. I just don't feel it's one of those palettes you have to see for yourself. And when you do, you can see the different shifts. It's really hard to show them on camera. But before we do any more information, let's do the close-ups and swatches.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too.
Now this palette launches on Friday the 27th of September EST, and you can use my discount code which is affiliated if you want to save some pennies on your purchase. It is going to retail for $64.99 and that is in dollars. And another lovely little touch, Christina has put two of her grandparents' names in this palette, which is Paulina and Antonio. So I love little touches like that. It's a little bit sentimental. And this colour story, I mean, we've got brights, we've got pastels, we've got deep shades, we've got shifty shades, different shimmer formulas. I was so excited when I was swatching this. Can we just talk about this bright green? Yeah, I absolutely love tones like this, and I'm only going to be doing one look in today's video, but I definitely need to do more looks with this, and you can check them out over on my Instagram if I don't actually film the rest of them, and all of my socials are usually linked down in the description box through my link tree. Cruelty free and vegan, there are 25 shades in this palette, and this is why I'm going to have to do more than one look, because I'm only going to be able to fit so many shadows on my eyeballs. Now, I didn't know that much about the Day of the Dead until I watched Disney's Coco film, which is such a sad, it gets me every time. I'm crying at the end. Is that just me? Every single time I'm crying at the end. They did that film really, really well, but yeah, that's basically where I got most of my knowledge about Day of the Dead from. I mean, it doesn't go fully in depth, it's Disney, but yeah, it's a nice film, but if you're gonna watch it, grab the tissues. Now, when I saw this colour story, I was thinking, obviously I love the bright green and I love the purples, and that is my comfort zone. I usually gravitate towards those shades, and I could do a very nice green and purple look, but because I do that a lot, I felt like for the first look with this palette, and I wanted to use more shades, I'm thinking more of a sunset eye type of vibe. Purple, pink, orange, yellow, that type of thing, because this yellow is intense. When I was swatching this, like, man, I mean, and my swatches I do on just bare skin. Not an actual bear, I do them on my own arm. This is getting awkward. Yeah, I don't use any sort of primer or base underneath my swatches because I just prefer to do it that way. And I love the shade names in this palette, but a lot of them I'm probably not going to be able to pronounce well and do them justice, so I'm likely just going to point to the shades. But I'm thinking this sort of deep bluey purple up here could be a good one to start out with. We could always deepen it up with the black, should need be. I'm pointing to that one, and that one's actually the black with shimmer in it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got lots of different shimmer in it. It's got like yellow, orange, red, and maybe a little bit of pink. But yeah, the actual plain black is down here. We could deepen it up with that one. So taking that purpley bluish shade, I'm gonna start, oh, it looks a lot more blue on the eye than purple. And it's very pigmented and beautiful, but now I'm thinking maybe I need to go into more of a purpley tone shade if I'm thinking of sunset. Just clean my brush off and maybe we'll go into this purple here, just sort of around it and on top of it to sort of change the tone of it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's, oh wow, that's packing on top of that deeper shade so well. Excuse me? Well, that purple is just insane with its pigment and it's looking real nice. I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit and then just sort of fluff on the edges. And with a sunset eye, orange and purple are usually the predominant matte shades, but if you sandwich a little tiny bit of pink in between them, they will blend together nicely. The pink isn't the main focus. It's just to make sure that the purple and the orange blend well. Then I think what I'm going to do is dip into a little bit of this pink and the lighter pastel pink, so it's a bit of a combo pink, before I go in with this gorgeous orange. I'm just going to lightly dab that pink on the very edges of the purple, and I am taking very little, tapping off my brush and very gently tickling on the edge, but it's still looking quite pigmented for how little I'm using. And then going into that gorgeous orange shade, and again just tickling on the top of that pink, and we are probably going to lose a little bit of the pink, and that is fine because like I say, it was just more of a sandwichy shade. Time for the bright yellow. Okay, let's see how intense she's gonna be. Okay, she's vibrant. She's vibrant. I'm just going to start to drag out the orange a little bit more on a bigger, fluffier brush and just work on the blend a little bit before I pick a shimmer for the lid. And usually I would pick a blue shimmer for the lid, but we don't have a straight up blue shimmer, but this one's stunning and it's got a bluey purple, sort of ultraviolet-y feel to it. Another really special one when I was swatching it that is a little bit more flaky. Oh, that's stunning as well. And even the orange had a shift. Oh, that's definitely got a shift. Like a reddy, peachy, orangey. Oh, then there's, oh. We could go from that one to that one, is my thoughts. So those two shades are this one down here and then this gorgeous shifty shade here. So that's the plan. And I'm not going to do a cut crease, I just want to pop it on. That shade is so pretty. Oh. Then flipping my brush over, going into the other shade, and I will just give this one a little spritz as well to make sure it sticks. It is going on and it is picking up, but I feel like that shade would definitely benefit from being applied with the finger. What a combination. I'm in love. And I will just go back into a few of the mattes to make sure it's blending and merging seamlessly, but I feel like if I just find something for the waterline, maybe some dramatic lashes, I think that could be the look. We are very, very dramatic. I have a gigantic sunset eye. Do I regret it? No, because I love dramatic makeup, if you weren't aware. I have to say, all of the shades that I used, I really enjoyed, especially the shimmers on the lid. I just, oh, they are so delicious. And normally I prefer mattes, and maybe if I'd have used the green matte, that would have been the standout shade for me. I can't wait to use that green matte. But yeah, those shimmers are so pretty. While I was off camera, sticking on my lashes and going on my waterline and everything, I did use the Cosmic Brushes lashes in this style. I want to say, Megan, I did also pop a little bit of that black just in the very outer corner, just the tiniest, tiniest little tap of the black. And I did add the shimmer that we used on the inner part of the eye, just a little bit on the brow bone. I feel like it tied it all together. It made it a little bit even more dramatic. Okay, I can't be stopped. But the mattes were so pigmented and very buildable. Like when I first put this blue shade down and then topped it off with this purple, I couldn't believe how this purple packed on top of it. It was just intense and beautiful. I just think looking at this palette, it is a dream for me, because I like palettes that have got such variety and not a really curated colour story to the point that you don't have to be imaginative. I like a little bit of a challenge, so this to me, when I see something like this, is very exciting, especially with all of the options of the depth and the fact that you can deepen it up with the black, all of the midtones, the pastel shades, we even have a nice white, and the different shimmer options, light and dark shimmers, and even the matte black with sparkle. Like, I'm liking the variety. Like I say, everything that I used today I did really enjoy. I haven't used every shade in the palette. Am I going to before I finally review this? I mean, possibly not every single shade, but I will definitely use it a few more times before I come back and give you my final thoughts on this. But you know I'm going to be doing a look with that bright green. It's probably going to involve purple too. Maybe, oh yeah, these two together. But yeah, I can definitely see so many more looks. I'm glad that I used as many matte shades as I did today. I like to see if it's buildable, if they blend together nicely, if the formula's good, and so far so good. I had no issues with anything. It's been a while since I've done a sunset eye. I mean, I say this and then I could look back on Instagram and be like, oh, I did one last week. So don't forget, this launches on Friday the 27th of September, 11 AM EST. All of the information for the launch should be down below in the description box, as well as the price, the link to the actual website, and I'll also put down Gourmande Girls' Instagram as well. And if you want to pick up this or anything else from Gourmande Girls, please do feel free to use my discount code. Like I say, it is affiliated, but thank you so much for supporting my channel if you do use it. I feel like if you're a colour lover and you like indie makeup, this could potentially be one for you. I feel like you could also take it in more of a spooky direction, or you could keep it to more of the Day of the Dead type of theme. I just think it's versatile, and that is what I like in eyeshadow. So please let me know what you think to this look, what you think to the palette, are you thinking of picking it up, what do you think about the theming, all of that stuff, please do let me know. I will link down below all of my socials, as well as my Patreon group and my YouTube membership, and hopefully guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!